Hey, what's going on, people? Patrick here with the Silver Wolf Guns and Gear Review Channel. All right, giving you honest reviews about whatever handguns, regular guns, or any other type of gear that I find interesting, and you might just find interesting. So let's get into this honest review. First off, let me tell you, Smith & Wesson did not send me this firearm. I paid for this. Okay, so you will get the absolute truth out of me either way, even if they did send it to me, which they never would. All right, so let's get into the good, the bad, the ugly. First of all, this is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus Performance Model, okay? 3.1 inch, that is a mouthful to say. This comes with fiber optic sights, as you can see here. All right, you got green in the front and red in the rear. Let's just give you a little looky there. You can see how much that's just sucking in the light, and I don't have that much light in the background here, and so those fiber optic rods are doing fantastic. This also comes with a ported barrel. Okay, so the slide is cut with these portholes, 3 on each side, and if you look, if I can get close enough for you, you can see the port, there it is. It comes with 2 little ports there. Now that's supposed to help you release gases as the gun's being fired, kind of giving you a little bit less snap when you shoot and a little bit less recoil. That's arguably true, but I think it's sexy as hell. And being such a small handgun, though, I think that might just help, being it's only a 3.1 inch model. All right, this particular one comes with a thumb safety over here, and it is pretty tactile. And it is in a pretty good spot, so when your hand's on there, it's in a good enough spot where you can hit it as you're drawing. I have no good or bad about safeties. Some people, hate safeties on it. Some people like them. I can care less. I train with both, so I'm good. I know if my gun has a safety on it, I know I'm pulling that safety off when I draw. Okay, so what are some of the great things that make this different than the old Smith & Wesson Performance Centers? The trigger, first of all, okay? The old one had that old hinge swinging trigger. That thing fucking sucked. I have no clue what the hell Smith & Wesson was thinking about when he did that. I know they were sued by Glock at one point, and they went to that hinge trigger, and that thing sucked. Okay, honest opinion. Let's get into this one. This is a flat trigger. Well, almost flat. It's got a little curve, and it's got that little center safety. Now, when I first got this, there was a little bit of grit right here, and I used to feel it, and now I don't. So I guess the dry firing I did with it got out the grit, but I'm pushing back. I kind of hit like a fake wall, and it creeps a little bit right there, and then I'm at the real wall, and there's your break. And it's actually a pretty good trigger. It's probably about 4.5 to 5 pounds. I actually like this trigger better than I did the PDP, so some people might be blowing a little snot fit out there. But let's show you the reset on it. Right there, that's it. And you're really up against the wall. And there's the break again. So a really nice trigger. So they did a really good job. That's the good. Did a really good job with that. Now, let me get into one of the uglies that none of the YouTube shells or promoters, whatever you want to call them out there, influencers, there you go, who got these for free, are not telling you. At least most of them aren't telling you. I think I seen one video where somebody said something at the end about it. And that is the slide lock / slide release. Does not fucking work. Lock the slide back, it does that. Okay, but I cannot, no matter how hard I'm pushing this thing, both thumbs, I cannot get this thing to release. Okay. What the fuck are you thinking, Smith & Wesson? These days, every gun should have a slide lock / slide release. God forbid you get into a situation and you need both your hands. Now, why would you need both your hands? If I'm drawing my gun, one might be holding a flashlight. It might be I'm pushing somebody away, and I got to drop another, put another mag in real quick, and I need my left hand to block, or whatever the hell I'm doing with the left hand. I should be able to release that slide with my right thumb, and I cannot. It would not drop down. Okay. Now, my M&P 2.0 new version. This is the compact model, and it did not come with that color fill. I did that. This is the 4-inch one, and that's an Apex trigger. I'll get into that. This one, okay, works. So why wouldn't they do that on the other one? On this new Shield Plus? I don't know. I mean, I heard that there are some workaround videos on how to file the slide release a little bit, and that makes it work. But this is a performance center model. You know, that should have been taken care of. Okay. Why? Again, I don't know why they didn't do that. I did send an email to M&P. I haven't heard anything back yet. We'll see if I do or not. Okay. That is my biggest gripe with this handgun, is the slide lock slide release does not work to release it. Other than that, I love the handgun. And will I do that workaround? Probably, if I don't hear an email back from them saying send it to them or something like that, or what they can do. Because I really do like the size. I like the trigger. I like the grip. The regular 2.0 was super aggressive. I didn't like it. I, was digging into my hands, and I don't have delicate hands, but I don't like anything cutting into it either, or cutting into my skin on my side. And I wear a t-shirt, underneath my regular shirt. So I did use a little sandpaper just to smooth it down a little bit, take that grit off of it. So that's a little trick you guys can do, is take a little sandpaper, rub it on there, on the grips, on whatever sides you think are digging into you. That helps. So let's do some size comparisons. All right, this is, I'm gonna put it now so I can get them lined up. Again, the 4-inch model against the Shield Plus. You can see the height difference there. All right, and you can see the barrel difference. It's about an inch difference, which is about right since it's a 4-inch model and this is a 3.1. Now let's drop the mags in. 15 round mag, and let's go with the 13. Line these up perfectly. There you go. So about a 1/4 inch difference between them. All right, but you are getting 2 extra rounds. But again, this is smaller, a little bit less, inch less of barrel length to stick down your pants, not jamming into you. Okay, which I like. And really, when you're carrying concealed, okay, because you're concealing it for your everyday carry, you probably want to go with something a little smaller for the fact that, you're concealing it. This is a lot more fun to use at the range, and in the house. I use this as my self-defense gun in the house. This is on my nightstand, where this is in the drawer at night. But this, after you start shooting a couple hundred rounds, your hand starts hurting you, right? Honest truth. Where this, you can go all day and it doesn't bother you. The size difference does matter. Okay, but again, if I'm trying to hide this, I'm, not using it unless an emergency situation comes up that I really need it, and then I'm not shooting a couple hundred rounds at somebody, I'm just shooting enough to get the hell out of the situation. All right, let's compare it to the 365 XL. Let's line these suckers up. Okay, this is my P365 XL, and you can see there's about a 1/2 inch difference there, which makes sense. All right, and as far as height with grips go, they're pretty much the same. Now, the XL takes a 12 round. Let's drop that in. Let's drop in the 13. Line these up. Turn around the other way so I can show you better. There you go. It's about a 1/2 inch difference between the 13 rounder and the 12 round SIG. Maybe a little less. Okay, 3/16 or something around that range. But still, it's a little bit more. Now, I love my 365 XL. I love this handgun. Perfect size for me also. I love it. No complaints whatsoever. Well, other complaints that I'll go into on that later. Was just with the sight plate that's on there. Other than that, and that grip did not come with it, in case anybody's wondering. That is by Ken's Cerakoting on Facebook. And no, I'm not affiliated with him. I just bought the grip off him and I thought he did a great job. That being said, I like the way this looks. I'm waiting on my holster for it. I didn't have any old Shield holsters, or haven't had a Shield in a long time. So the good news is that this, Smith did it right, fits the old Shield holster. So if you have an old Shield holster, it should fit. Okay, so that is fantastic. I'm glad Smith did that. That's one of the goods with it. So the only bad is the slide lock, slide release. Everything else is good. All right. Any questions or comments, please leave below. If you have a workaround, you know, other than filing that little piece down, or if you heard anything about the slide lock, slide release, please leave it in the comment. Please like and subscribe, and I'll give you an update when I get out to the desert again and shoot it some more. I'm also going to shoot it compared to my full size, bring both of them out there, and the XL. And I'll let you know how that went and try to maybe even capture some video on that. Again, thank you for watching the Silver Lion Guns and Gear Review channel, the new name. And again, I did not get paid by Smith & Wesson. I paid for this handgun. So just like everything else, I give you the God's honest truth, whether it's good or bad. Stay tuned for the video about my Apex trigger and the goods and bad with that. All right. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.